Let's take a look at another example. We have 6x squared plus 15x is equal to 221. According to our success criteria, we need to see if our equation is written in standard form. It is not written in standard form, so we need to subtract 21 from both sides to give us 6x squared plus 50x minus 21 is equal to 0. Next, we want to see if there is a GCF that we can take out so that the largest number that divides 6x squared, 15x minus 21 is 3. So we're going to factor out a 3. And to figure out what goes inside the parentheses, we're going to divide every term by 3. Okay? Okay, so that's going to give us 2x squared plus 5x minus 7. Next, we need to identify the type and method to use. Inside the parentheses, the leading coefficient or the number in front of x squared is 2, so that rules out harmonic trinomial. That makes our type of equation a non-monic because we have it in the form of 8x squared plus bx plus c, and a does not equal to 1. So how do we factor a non-monic? Okay, so this is called the A times C method. What we're going to do is we're going to multiply our A and our C together. So A is 2, C is negative 7. So A times C, that gives us negative 14. Next, we need to find two numbers that multiply to give us negative 14 and add to give us our B term, which is 5. So I'll give you a minute or so to think about what these two numbers are. Okay, the two numbers that we're looking for are 7 and 2. But in order to have a negative product, negative 14, the 2 has to be negative. Okay? All right. Okay, to continue the process, we're going to use the expansion box. So what we're going to do is we're going to write our leading coefficient, okay? Actually the leading term 2x squared in the upper left box. And then for the lower right box, we're going to put the negative 7. Then in the diagonal boxes, we're going to use those two numbers that we had found earlier, which are 7 and negative 2. However, we need to include x's because when we combine them, we know they have to add up to 5x. Now we need to find the GCF for each row and each column. So here our GCF for 2x squared and 7x is just 1x or x. The GCF for negative 2x and negative 7, we'll go into let that be 1. Okay. The GCF of 2x squared and negative 2x, again, we'll make that 2x. The GCF of 7x and negative 7, we'll make that 7. Before we can go on the next step, we want to make sure that the numbers outside in blue multiply to give us the terms, purple terms inside the expansion box. Okay, so let's see if it works. X times 2x gives us 2x squared. Okay, 1 times 2x does not give us negative 2x squared. So that means we need to make one of the terms negative. Okay, so we're going to make the 1 negative. Okay, so see if this still works out. X times 2x gives you 2x squared. Good. X times 7 gives you 7x. Good to go. Negative 1 times 2x gives you negative 2x. Yep. -1 times 7 gives you -7. Very good. All right. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to write these numbers that we found outside of the parentheses, okay, as factors. And I'll tell you know what I'll explain what that means. We're going to have x minus 1 times 2x plus 7. Okay, so we have factored using the AC method. Now we can go and solve for the zeros. Okay, so to solve for zeros, what we're going to do is we're going to let each set of parentheses equal to 0. So that is x minus 1 equal to 0, or 2x plus 7 equal to 0, and we're going to use reverse of operations to solve for x. So add 1 to both sides, x is equal to 1, or here we subtract 7 from both sides, 2x is equal to -7, divide both sides by 2. You can leave it as a fraction or change it as a decimal. Either way works. So we have -7/2. There we go. That's how we solve non-monic quadratics.